Hello, lovelies. How are you doing on this amazing, energetic 13-day process? I've just posted a video about the workshop. Hope you're going to come and join me and the rest of the group. It's going to be extremely powerful. The planetary energy at that time is absolutely perfect, as always. Just love how this works. I'm doing this little video for the group today about the fives. Okay, so today we are on Blue Overtone Storm Day. I hadn't had a chance on the other video to actually look at the year, but it's 1984. It's a planetary year, so 26th of July 1984, we were in Blue Overtone Storm year. The 52-year cycle that we're in on the planet of Red Moon began on 2006. So again, if you think back to what you were doing back then, prior to that, the Red Moon 52-year cycle was 1954. So these are planetary energies coming in on the 26th of July. Every year, the planet has its own 13-year cycles, just like we do. And the more that you get to know about these codes and how they affect you, they're affecting all of us all the time anyway. And you go deeper, so you get to know how they are actually working with your energy and how they're working with human conscious evolution and how the Great Mother is bringing us this sacred feminine energy. So today we have, love how the magic happens, center, which is today overtone, another word for overtone, number 5. Number 5 year in your cycle is very important because you're mastering the other 4. Remember, the macro is the same as a micro. And so on a micro level today, we're on the 5th day of Blue Eagle. We're in the last 20 days. Sorry, we're in the second to last 20-day cycle. We've got one more day to go. And the energy is changing. Mars is stationing. It's about to go direct. We've got all the planets are about to go direct on the day after the workshop that I'm doing. And the card for today is the Lovers. So again, remember with this card, this is number 6. And again, all of these are templates. They're templates for how to work. Now, people use them on lots of different levels. And if you're working on a mundane day-to-day level, a 3D level, then this could be about your romantic relationship. If you're working on a deeper esoteric level about yourself, focusing on yourself and how you're coming into balance with yourself, this is about loving oneself, letting go of codependency and coming into balance with the masculine and feminine within us so that we let go of playing roles around the feminine role that's been going on for thousands and thousands of years and is very disempowering on a lot of levels. If you've already worked with me with the 52-day cycle, which I started a couple of years ago when the lockdown started, you will have ebooks with code. And I remember that time when I first started out, it's mind-boggling stuff. And thank you for all of you that were there at that time and bore with me as I was getting into mapping these codes, because it is tricky because they're a totally different dynamic to the regular frameworks that we are so used to. And of course, that's the power and the magic of them, the sacred feminine, the number 13, getting off the 12-step program and making the cosmic shift within. This is powerful dark magic, the 12-step program put in place with the Gregorian calendar by the Vatican Church. It holds us in a space of being stuck and going over and over Groundhog Day. So we want to get free of it, and that's what we're here for at this time. So in terms of code, those of you that have them, if you look at your ebook, you will see in each 13-year cycle that you're in, you will have a day 5 on each one. If you look at your day 5s, this will be a year 5 for you. So that's where to find the information. You've already got it. In terms of working your code out, if you know how to use a decoder, and there is one on this group somewhere, but I will post it again, you put your birthday in. I mean, again, it's simple for me because I've been doing this for 12 years now. Those of you who are familiar with a calendar may not be familiar with how to work out your personal code, but if you put your birthday in and you know what the tones are, you know how to work out the tones. Here are the tones, and again, I do post these things on there. Okay, so number 5 is overtone, or in the Mayan oracle, it's also called center. Go to your number 5s, your 5th year. This is the year when you were building on the previous 4 years. This is the year where you're squaring the circle. This is the year where you're coming into mastery. Now, as a child, obviously, you may not have been consciously aware of that. And this is not related to the Gregorian calendar, as in when I was 5 years old. These cycles are different. Depends on what your Mayan sign is. Okay, so for me, I've just worked mine out again and written them down separately because this is what came to me intuitively this morning. So in my red cycle, red earth, when I was 22, so that's a Mary Magdalene code, a master builder code, that was 1987 for me. And that was a big year, red overtone earth, what was ungrounding me, what was coming to light, what I was awakening to at that time. My white cycle, white wind, I was age 35. That was in the year 2000. And that's close to a North Node return as well. White overtone wind, where I was mastering coming into truth. The new millennium as well. Those of you who've done the 52-day cycle with me several times, it's amazing, isn't it, how you really get into the groove of this, and it's just life-changing. You just go deeper and deeper into understanding what was going on at that time and what's going on now, and how in each of these 13-day cycles you can work with this energy with far deeper conscious awareness. And these downloads that you get, these insights, it gives you a whole different level when you're working with the frameworks. My blue overtone is blue overtone hands, so mastering shaping my destiny. That's when I was 48 in 2013, which was after the codes had shifted in 2012. I was in Glastonbury, and yes, that was a really big time for me because I'd just been there for a couple of years. And my yellow is yellow overtone human, which was 1974 when I was age 9, which again is a really big gateway year. Now, I know historically now, ancestrally, that was a pattern match for a big, big time for my mum psychologically, and how that repeated for me. And the more, again, that you get into understanding these, if you know some of your family history, it helps make sense, because each time, each new human being in that family tree has an evolutionary role for that family line. Some people, of course, aren't consciously aware of that. That's all good. We all come here to do our bit in whatever way, shape, or form, to play the game with each other so that we can help make this breakthrough at this time. And the more that we heal as well, the more that we release this ancestral story, the fear, the past life stuff around the witchiness in particular, the more we come into freedom of creating our star-seeded mission. So I hope you get some amazing insights today. I hope that you can join me for the workshop, I'm going to be doing lots more resources this year as I'm in a different place myself. So I've got more time now to start doing the tapping, and the tapping is what makes us shift. The tapping is the magic. Lots of love. Hope you have a magical day. Please let me know if you have any questions.